Okay, a couple things. So what has been a main focus throughout camp, this theme of camp? Well, yeah, right? Constraints-led approach. It's a really popular thing on social media right now with basketball trainers. But I don't want you to think that's the only thing you should do, right? Because the CLA helps us problem solve in drills, right? So it helps you problem solve in what? Game. But if you don't have a lot of skill in ways to respond to those games, can you really get a lot better? So you have to have a pool of options to then practice in those drill-like games. Does that make sense? So I don't want you to think like fundamental shooting form or fundamental footwork or pivots and all that stuff isn't important. It's a balanced approach between the two. Do we get that? So why are these mats good? Because some people think these mats are extra, but I actually like them a lot. Why? Footwork, but it also gives you, your mind designates a what? Space. You know you have to control what type of space. Where the mat is, right? And if we're skilled, do you need less space to get around the defender? We want to be comfortable with less space. Where if I need more space to feel comfortable to do my move, I'm going to probably have less opportunities to make good plays. Does that make sense? So this helps us learn how to control space very efficiently as well. We got that? What does the pop-up cone do? It brings a real defender if we don't have an actual body to be in front of you, right? Where if we put a cone on the ground, it's not the same thing because there's not something in space that makes us get around. Do we get that? Okay, so split drop, right? Common position. We're in a split and we're in a drop. Do you remember this? So we worked a lot out of pivots and jabs, but now we're going to work on it off the what? Dribble, okay? So we're starting in a square position. So we're going to start in the yellow or the white circle, okay? What you're going to be doing before you split, you're going to dribble first. So I'm going to dribble and then get into my split. Does that make sense? It's the same position you've been in a lot throughout camp, so it should be simple to get to this point. What's difficult is doing what's called a pocket with the ball, where my hand's on the side of the ball. So when I dribble, I bring the ball to the pocket. I'm not putting my hand under because it's a what? Carry, but I keep it on the side to protect it from the who? The defender. Does that make sense? Because then I can get the ball outside and around the defense. But if I keep it out in front of me, it's going to be easy to what? Steal. Again, just like our footwork, we want to be able to manipulate the ball to keep it in our space so we can get around the defense. Does that make sense? Exaggerate how wide you land in your feet. Because if I'm wide, I can what? Get outside and around the defense. Typically, less skilled players, they always play more thin. That's why it's hard to get around the defense. So full speed, I'd dribble, drop, get around. And I want you to just take one explosive dribble and get back so we can get reps. Don't run all the way green tarp and then we get half as many reps as we could. Other questions? The main point is we're learning what? Are we making decisions really right now? Not really. What are we growing? What was the analogy I used? A pool, right? A pool of skills. Then you can draw that out, especially when we play our 3-on-3 games. That's what so you want to grow the skill and then make decisions with the grown skill. We got it? Why do I explain that to you? This camp's about learning, so you do what? You know what well, yes, but you know what to do when you're not with me or at camp or learning.